I got a question for you. You probably know the answer. What happens when you take two classic movies, mix them together, and release a movie in the middle of freaking summer? That's a Christmas movie. You get probably the worst crossover movies of all time. Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July. Why does this even exist? Anyway, welcome to another night of 25 Days of my 25 Days of Christmas discussion. And as you know, like I said yesterday, I'm going to talk about this, and let's just say I'm not happy. It's okay. It's just, why? Why make a movie about two different production companies? They're not made by the same damn company. Megan Bass made Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, while some other company made Frosty. But that's not the only problem with this damn movie. It's in the middle of July. So, what aren't my gripes about this movie? Well, they kind of explain why Rudolph has his red nose. That's kind of cool. According to the movie, the Aurora Borealis, yes, the Northern Lights, is an actual being. Don't know why that's relevant, but she has been for years keeping track of a wizard named Winterbolt. Not Wonderbolt, Winterbolt. Who he just doesn't like what they do. So she has been keeping him in check. But over the years, her powers have diminished. So what does she do? She gives Rudolph her powers. A snowflake and a star. Wait, no, a star and a snowflake. And he can keep it as long as he follows one rule and one rule only. He cannot use it for personal gain. Sound familiar? It's absurd. Anyway, the reason why they tell you this is because his nose is starting to go out. Winterbolt is the one behind it. And I'm telling you, the movie just, I don't get it. Why? Why make a Christmas movie in the middle of July? So, Rudolph somehow gets it back to where it's, exciting again. But Winterbolt somehow gets Santa Claus an idea to take them to a carnival. But there's a problem, and he wants Frosty and Rudolph to be there. But there's a problem. Frosty can't go because he's made of snow. And since he'll be away from the North Pole, he'll melt. Because it's freaking summer. So Winterbolt gives him an amulet. It's good up till the last firework goes off on the 4th of July. And the Winterbolt also enlists the help of another reindeer. And it was Rudolph's buddy. I don't know how the hell this happened. But I don't even remember the guy's name. The reindeer's name. But he hates Rudolph because he took his place on Santa's sleigh. So he agrees to help Rudolph with his plan. They go to this carnival and even the postman. Now, you're probably wondering, who the heck is this postman? He's in the movie. This girl's in this movie. And they're both a part of the carnival. And again, why are we celebrating Christmas in the middle of July? It baffles me. So, they have the carnival, they have Rudolph, do his trick where, his nose goes and fog comes out. And then, there's another villain in this movie. Santa Spangle. Winterbolt cuts a deal with him that he can get the money for the place. Oh, and by the way, guess what Frosty and Crystal have? Kids. Yeah. It's not explained how the heck they got there. It's not explained how they had them. They're just there. Again, I'm going to have to ask what Nostalgia Critic asked during his Quest for Camelot. Explain, movie! Why in the world do we need 2 extra snowmen? And kids, we're crying out loud. We already have Frosty and Crystal. So, anyway, Sam Spangle and this reindeer trick Rudolph into going into the place, using his nose to steal money. Oh, and that's also, by the way, he can also use it for malicious stuff. Otherwise, it goes out. So he goes in there, and he doesn't even know he's doing it, okay? Rudolph doesn't know that he's going in there to steal the money. He thought he was going in there, to give it to the guy. And then Rudolph finds out that he's been bamboozled. And his nose goes out. And then, if he tells anybody at all that he did it because of Sam Spangle, Winterbolt will cause the amulet to lose its power. What stopped him from doing it? He's a villain, for crying out loud. He could do it anyway if he wanted to. But no. So, Rudolph just tells them that he's the one that did it. And everybody turns against him. Again. So, Rudolph, feeling sorry for himself, goes off. While Frosty Winterbolt gives Frosty the idea to give him his hat. Why? Because Winterbolt figures out the power of the hat. And he decides, hey, I can mass produce snowmen for my army. By the way, Winterbolt's the one behind the massive snowstorm in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So he gets a hat to him, and of course, being the fool he is, Frosty doesn't realize that he doesn't know how to give Rudolph back his shiny nose. But the Lord Borealis comes up to him, comes him in a visit and tells him the only way he can get his red nose back is if he does something selfless. So he finds out that Rudolph decides as taking Frosty's hat, and he takes it from him, and he gets his nose back. But Winterbolt, Winterbolt decides that he is going to and by the way, he also promises to let Frosty stay frozen forever. But that's also a lie. So Winterbolt decides to go and try to attack Rudolph, and the manager of the carnival decides that he's going to attack him with his guns. With their guns. But helper decides, you can't do that. Those are blanks in there. But it's like, oh, but her guns are made of metal. So as he flings them at him and destroys his staff. And this completely destroys his powers, and he turns into the most silliest thing. A tree. And then of course, now that there's no power to Winterbolt, Frosty's crystals and the two kids' amulets have lost their powers. And guess what happens? Yep, they melted. But Big Ben, Big Ben from Rudolph's Shiny New Year comes up with Jack Frost from Frosty's Winter Wonderland. Oh, by the way, guess what? Santa Claus also is going there, but he's caught up in a storm. But by the time they get there, it's too late. And they ask Jack Frost. Anyway, Big Ben comes up there. He says that he heard all the commotion, and he told Jack Frost to come with him. So he freezes him. He's like, I don't want to get anyone frostbit. And then he freezes him up. So the movie ends, but Rudolph decides, I'm going to stay with this carnival for a while. Again, guys, it's an okay movie for the most part. But one, it's during July. It's not a Christmas movie at all. Two, the villains aren't all that memorable. I don't even remember the name of the reindeer. The reindeer that was helping Sam Spangle. I only remember Winterbolt and Sam Spangle. And the Lord Borealis. I even remembered Rudolph and Frosty and Crystal. I didn't remember the kids' names. And if I don't remember the kids' names, it's not a memorable movie. Guys, if you want a good sequel to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, or a new era Rudolph, trust me, watch Rudolph and the Island of Misfit toys. It's not as good as Rudolph, but it's pretty damn good. I'll see you guys next time when we talk about Rudolph and the Island of Misfit toys. We'll finally get to see Herbie, Yukon, and Bumble again. I'll see you guys next time. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'll see you guys tomorrow with that movie.